Katrina looked around, did not know how long he remained in the shelter of the wall. There was no sound of flying objects. She leaned her body against the wall and pressed her legs so that she could stand on her feet. She tied her severed hand to her thigh with a rope. She looked at the gun display. She had 40 bullets in her magazine. She started moving slowly. To save power, Katrina put her system on special storage. She had to go across the street, look at the sky. Her pupil, like a camera lens, was adjusted to maximum magnification and monitored all angles of buildings, so that the birds are not hiding somewhere. She returned to normal and moved across the street. The sun and the ruined buildings were his only observers. The heat caused her cooling system to malfunction, and that means consuming more energy, adding some speed to cross the street faster and cool slightly in the shade of walls and buildings. She could see the movement of hot air from the street level. Suddenly a faint voice noticed her. She brought her hearing system to the highest level. Something was coming at her quickly. She was now in the middle of the street, turning her head and zooming in on the sound. It was a vehicle. Her noticed the buildings in front of him again, and this time he increased her speed. She changed her power supply and started running. She finally reached the buildings and took refuge in the shadow of one of them. She prepared her gun to fire. She should have taken them hostage and brought herself to a safe place. Katrina lay on the ground. She used the gun magazine as a base and held it steady when shooting on the ground. They should have stopped, but if the car did not stop, she could shoot at the tires or hit the occupants. The absence of one of her hands made it difficult, but she could drive. The car was finally found. A roofless Jeep with 2 women and 2 men in it. One of the women was driving. She was ready to shoot. That gentle voice made her notice herself. From the 2 buildings farther away, one of the birds appeared. She stopped right in the middle of the street in the air. Flying robots were equipped with missiles and machine guns that could do a lot of damage. An idea came to her mind: if she destroyed the bird, she could easily travel with them. They owed their lives to her. She used the normal reserve and got up from her place. The bird did not notice her movement. All his attention was on the car. The occupants of the car noticed the presence of the robot in the air. A moment later, the brakes sounded and the car spun. The bird moved at full speed towards them and started firing. Katrina ran after him and beside the buildings.